Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is on MLG's Shattered Temple. It is still best of one in tonight's tournament. Recent and IcePhyre now battling it out. We've been following Recent around. He has been obliterating Zerg after Zerg and is now taking on IcePhyre. Now, interesting thing about IcePhyre is he is more of a wild card Zerg player than just about anybody I know. He's one of those guys that he texts everything, absolutely everything, and he can just tech switch like that. He'll go demolish an army, trade armies, and then all of a sudden you'll have a completely different unit composition coming at you right away. It's kind of fun to see. He's a really, really interesting player. He has made it. He's a fairly highly ranked master level player. Recent, obviously the same type of deal there. But oh man, phenomenal players here. And now Recent showing great track record though against Zerg so far, and IcePhyre may have a little bit of trouble with this guy. We'll see how it's going to go, but our scout from IcePhyre did make it over here. He's going to go ahead and turn around. He's turning tail, getting the heck out of there. He doesn't want to get blasted out of the sky by Marines. Of course, there's no Marines on the field quite yet. However, spawn positions are going to be... I tried to make it full. Come on, go full screen. I'm trying to go full screen. Yeah, it says full screen here. I don't know why it's not changing. Alright, sorry. Well, hopefully it'll fix. If not, then I'll keep trying to fix it. I'll give it a couple seconds. There we go. We're okay. We're okay. Cool. So Recent is up here at the 12 o'clock position. He is green. He is Terran. IcePhyre is pink. He is Zerg. Over here at the 2 o'clock, they are close positions by air. Notice that IcePhyre did grab a fast expand. Not going to be getting his pool first. We'll see if he's going to get his pool down here momentarily. Now, he said in the chat that he was thinking about going for like an 8-pool Baneling bust or something like that, but did indeed not opt for that. He's going to be played a little bit more standard, in fact, fairly aggressively on the econ side. We'll see how that's going to play out for him. Notice that he is trying to get the snipe on this SCV, almost doing it too. It looks like he only needs 2 more hits. There he goes. There he goes. Gonna chase that guy around. Look at that. He's heading in the wrong direction. He's like out of the fire, or out of the frying pan into the fire here. He's like, I don't want to deal with this one drone, so I think I'm going to go find 15 of them. And off he goes. But looks like this hatchery here for IcePhyre is about to complete. And units tab going to show. It is 17 drones right now. 16 SCVs. We do have a spawning pool about to complete as well. Looks as though Recent does have his orbital command up and running. Probably going to see some mules. There goes the first one, as well as a factory out on the field. Now, I wonder how Recent going to move forward here. We've seen him do a lot of mech play so far in the 2 games we've seen, and against both Zerg players, and taking out very, very highly ranked individuals with that play seems to be a very, very good push, or great build order from this guy. See if he's going to continue that here. Looks as though he is going for this same 1-1-1 type opener. Whoops. Good stuff, but your 1-1-1 here from Recent yet again. See if he's going to be able to do the damage that he wants. He does have his double Hellions cruising out on the field. Looks like they are going to deal with those mutas. How about Zerglings there? Dealing with those Zerglings there fairly quickly. Cruising out across the field now. Looks like he is going to be able to get a little damage. There's not a spine crawler up quite yet. However, the Queen going to poke at him there once. Does get one shot off. There is already a Queen up here. Another spine crawler on the way. But he is going to pick up a couple kills here. There goes 2 kills. 3 kills. Not bad. And stalling some mining time as well is always a good deal. And back around the circle for more. Nice play. Nicely done. Great control from Recent right now. And IcePhyre having just a little bit of trouble with these Hellions. Looks like he is going to have to evacuate a lot of drones here down to the low ground, waiting for those spine crawlers to complete. They are now up and running. Looks like his lower position here is a little bit more well defended. In many ways, he does now have some roaches out on the field as well. The roach is going to be fairly effective. against these poor old Hellions. Only one Hellion has gone down so far. Looks like a second almost dying there, but still alive somehow. Recent really being cost effective with these units. Not going to go down to the low ground, that's for sure. He's like, man, there's way too many units down there. One more going down. Looks like he is going to escape with two. Super cost effective. Look at that. He took out 650 resources worth of units there. Nicely done. Now, going forward, the Banshees. Guess what? Who guessed it out there on the live stream? I bet somebody did guess it. But there are Banshees indeed out on the field. Looks like they're going to be cruising across this field here momentarily. No AA quite yet over here for IcePhyre, other than the Queens. So, a couple lanes going to cruise in here. Looks like they're just going to check and see if there's any expands up quite yet from recent. However, there is not. Does have two going down in his main, though. Those are going to be super effective. Here come your double Banshees. He's taking two this time. Kind of interesting. Usually we see him just go one at a time and pick different spots, but he is going to go full on and going to try and snipe Queens here, it appears. Going to try and catch IcePhyre a little bit off guard. Looks like he's going to be picking up some serious kills, though, very quickly. Queen not going to last very long here against double Banshees. Wow, another Queen going down, and that is it for the AA. This Spore Crawler not going to last very long. Looks as though Recent saying, you know what, forget Spore Crawlers, let's kill drones while we have that chance. There's a Spore Crawler up here at the ready. Didn't quite make it into the range there. Being very careful, trying to snipe that Queen, but not going to happen. Looks like he is going to have to back out with these Banshees. Double Spore Crawlers here at this main. So all in all, IcePhyre doing a fairly decent job, but he is taking a lot of damage and losing a lot of mining time. It's really going to make a difference moving forward. So see what he's got going. He's going to be tossing down some more Spore Crawlers here for D. And got to get this hatchery now up and running. Looks like he is behind on minerals. He did lose a heck of a lot of mining time there. Ouch. Skater for life! Good to see you, brother. Good stuff. Looks like we've got an expand down for Recent. His second orbital command has gone down in fairly decent time. Notice he's going to be tossing up an engineering bay as well as a bunker. Starting a nice looking wall off here with some supply depots as well. Does have now a tech lab going down on his factory a little bit later than we've seen in the past from him here, actually getting that reactored factory out. So his tanks are going to be a little bit delayed from what we've seen in those previous games. But he does have a second factory at the ready. Looks like it's going to be done here momentarily. And back here at IcePhyre's base, he's droning up pretty well. Let's just check that units tab, 32 to 37. So Recent in phenomenal shape economically as well as with his army. So IcePhyre is behind here at this point, but not by too much. I mean, this is not unwinnable, that's for sure. But moving forward, he does have to be careful. And here comes your next attack from Banshees and Ravens. The Raven going to take a couple shots there. Looks like he's got to be careful. Ooh. Tossing down some auto turrets. So very pesky. Oh my goodness, that's got to be frustrating for IcePhyre. Auto turrets looks like they may be able to take out the Spore Crawler. The Banshees do evacuate, however. They didn't take tons of damage, but he wanted to be careful not to lose them. So does keep those guys safe. Auto turrets here going to go down finally, and back to mining for IcePhyre. IcePhyre, yikes, having a little bit of trouble here. No new tech from him quite yet, but he's got to get work on. Man, he's really got to work on his economy there. Units tab showing 29 drones. Couple kills here and there for Recent are really starting to add up on those drone kills. Yeah, almost doubled the economy right now for Recent. That's what's brutal, brutal, brutal. He is going to be securing his third. Looks like it is going to be gold. He's sending over a whole bunch of Marines to destroy some rocks. I always wondered how that happened. I mean, I've shot at rocks before with a machine gun. I've spent a lot of rounds on rocks and stuff like that, but it never goes quite as fast as this. Never goes quite as fast as these. Maybe they're just not destructible. I'm shooting the wrong kind of rocks. I got to look around for ones that say destructible rocks. Anyway, but Recent going to be securing his third here. Looks like he's going to turn it into a planetary fortress. Notice he didn't make an orbital quite yet, so I'm assume planetary here. Overseer going to cruise in here. He is going to see Thors. And IcePhyre probably kicking himself. He's like, man, how did I let it get this far? Because he had been watching the replays, or he's been watching the stream just to see what's going on. But man, he's like, man, I got to figure out a way to deal with these Thors, and apparently this is not the way to do it. He is really having some trouble here. Got to be working on a comeback here. He's only at 60 supply to 113, almost double the supply count right now for Recent. Notice that Recent grabbing Cloaking Field. He's got Vehicle Weapons level 1, Plating level 2. He's going to have beefy Thors here momentarily. IcePhyre? No. IcePhyre is not silver. No. But, against Recent, he is sure feeling the pain. He is really struggling right now. Banshee's cruising in here. These Banshee's going to be doing a lot of damage. He could help his opponent take out these rocks. That would be nice of him. But, wow, IcePhyre really has to take and expand really quickly, or he is just going to run out. Look, his main, even though he's lost so much mining time, his main is really getting fairly low here. It looks to be about 2/3 mined out at this point, and man, that's just brutal. Tech for Recent. Just the roaches at this point. He is grabbing Carapace level 1. Going to be fairly helpful, but man, Recent rather, or that was IcePhyre we were talking about. I got those backwards. But Recent, however, with +1, about to be +1/+2 here, and he's really looking to be in good shape. Couple mutas coming out on the field here. IcePhyre just doesn't really know where to go from here other than mutas, which is kind of sad because, you know what, mutas are going to get obliterated here. Got to get this Thor in position. Here comes your Thor. Thor's taking down those mutas in great time. Looks like he is going to cruise back here to the back. Is going to find, however, a missile turret at the ready. Taking out a couple of SCVs here, though, so not bad. Nice control from IcePhyre. Working on these armories. That would be a decent snipe. Nope, they are going to have to evacuate. Did buy IcePhyre, though, just enough time to go ahead and grab his gold expand. Now, I half expect him to not be massing up mutas at this point. I think that he was doing it just to buy him some time to try and get himself up on his economy just a little bit. But notice that Recent's securing his 4th base. His gold has been up and running for just a little while now. It's way oversaturated, however. He does have a planetary fortress here, so it's going to be set to go for just a little while. Wow. Sacking the mutas here. IcePhyre moving forward and going to be teching to Roach. But look at this. +2 weapons, +3 for the vehicles going down. And man, he is going to be in phenomenal shape. Recent is just so strong with this big Thor play. Mass Thor. Who knew it could be so effective in the mid to late game? Usually you expect like Mass Thor early game, like rush into rush into Thor and try and get it done with 2 base. But there's the GG from IcePhyre. Beautiful play from Recent yet again, and he is going to be taking that down in phenomenal style. IcePhyre, we are definitely going to miss him in the tournament. However, we'll enjoy his chat out on the live stream. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. We'll hope to see some more Recent games here very, very soon. See you guys then.